How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be talking about Marathon, the game that's been getting a lot of interesting reviews. Some great, some bad, and today we're going to be talking about it. So Bungie was so generous in letting me into the Marathon Alpha, which I already have sunk 20 hours into within 2 days. I would like to just talk about some things I would like to see in the future and just kind of my opinion on stuff and things I think that should really be discussed and just have a little opinion about it. So let's jump into it. Now, easily the first thing for me is the aim assist. This is a very controversial topic. Some people really like this feature, some people really dislike this feature, and I've been seeing a lot of more dislikes than actual likes. So essentially what Bungie did for this game is they just gave aim assist to everyone. So normally console players have aim assist because, controller, and when it's crossplay they have a disadvantage between PC players and just, their controllers, which is totally understandable. I think that's fair. But for some reason they decided to give aim assist to PC players. Controller players, screw you, you don't have it anymore. I mean, you do, but it's not exclusive to you. People with mouse and keyboard have aim assist, and it's ridiculous. Who thought that was okay? And apparently, some of the devs talked about this. There will be upgrades in the game that will allow you to have more enhanced aim assist. Are you kidding me? That is not something that should just happen in any game. With how many fights I've engaged in and everything, there's a lot of times where it's whoever shoots first just win. I promise you, I'm not a great aimer, but I hate this. It is horrible. It takes skill. There's no skill anymore. It just sucks. But we want the game to be fair for everyone. You are making an FPS game. People are going to be better than each other. That's how FPSs go. That's how it's always gone. It just really sucks too. This game has potential to be really good, and this one aspect is kind of really ruining it for a lot of people who are kind of more in the competitive scene and people that want to take this game a bit more seriously than casual. Because of this one thing, this game makes it feel like it just can't be taken seriously whatsoever, and it really sucks because it 100% can be if they just remove this one thing. If this stays in the actual release, I will not be playing it whatsoever. It really ruins the game for me, which really sucks because this game is really fun to play. But yeah, I just think that's the biggest thing they need to fix if they are really going to want this game to thrive. On another note, this game, it's a lot of fun. I think it's really enjoyable. If you like extraction shooters, not like Tarkov, if you ever played the Cycle Frontier, which was out for a little bit of, I think it was like, 2 years, if that, sci-fi game like this, where you drop down into a world very flourishy and everything, had loot to collect, enemies to kill, actual players to kill, PvE to kill. It was really nice. These games are very similar. So if you miss the Cycle's Frontier, you will definitely like this game. I've been looking for a game like Cycle for so long, and this game is the closest thing we'll have to it. Marathon has been nothing but fun to play. Of course, there are those times where you die and just like, dude, it's so shit. Because you just lose everything. And half the time, you can't even do anything about it because you're just getting absolutely soft-locked, hard-aimed by this aim assist. Snipers even have aim assist. Like, what? A big important thing the devs mentioned is that the fact that they don't plan on making solos anytime soon. And the base game won't have solos when it drops, like officially September 23rd, which honestly really shocks me. They said they'd have to change a lot of the maps, how the characters work and everything, which personally I don't think is true. I don't think you'd have to really rework the maps whatsoever. I think really all I'd have to do is just kind of, hey, chuck in some extra AI and stuff like bots here and there, add some more PvE, add a little bit more life to the world, man. Because honestly, you go into a run, you see a bird, wow. You see a couple robots, wow. And it's just kind of like, that's it. That's really all there is to it. I wish there was more, life in the world, because these worlds are really pretty to run around and explore. But there's really only two things right now: robots and ticks. That's it. That's it. There's nothing. There's nothing exciting. Like, you can't shoot down a bird from a sky and hope to get like a parchment of its wing to sell or anything like that. Like, I think there would be really cool loot options if they added a little bit more life to the world, which sadly I don't think will ever happen. But I got completely off track, and let's go back to the solos thing. People don't have friends. People don't like to 3-stack because no one wants to do what the other person wants to do. They want to work on what they want to work on with their own quest, which is totally fair. But they need a solo option. I've been doing a lot of solo runs myself to just kind of, understand how it works, how we're feeling everything. And I've ran into like 2 solo people in like my whole 20 hours playing. This game is full of trios. No one wants to solo because 80% of the time you're going to die. And sometimes people don't have friends and people don't want to 3-stack or fill. They don't want to fill with people they don't know because some people just have anxiety like that, which is totally fair. It just sucks for people like that, man. Solo players deserve love too. And 100%, if you don't want to give solos their own game mode, perfectly fine, but find a way to make it fair for them because they are at a severe disadvantage when they enter a 1v3. No matter what, that 1v3 will always have an upper hand. Either way, when I'm running solo, I'm just not encouraged to take fights at all, especially with the aim assist thing, because 3 people with aim assist versus 1 guy? Yeah, in your wildest dreams, dude. Something important that I've noticed is when I'm playing and I'm looting, loot takes forever to load. Why does loot load in? I will kill someone, right? And they'll drop their bag. They'll drop their body so I can go loot their body. Their loot takes like 4 seconds to load. Why? This is a game where you have to be quick, you gotta move fast, and just go to the next. If I have to take forever to loot, because the loot has to take a while to load in, it's not encouraging to have to go loot someone's body out in the open because I gotta wait for the loot to load, which puts me at a disadvantage because if someone's just holding me, then they're gonna have the clearest shot on me. One, I can't even move around when I'm looting, like you can in like Apex, for example. You can't move around. You are sitting dead still, waiting for this loot to load in. And that's not a glitch either. There are upgrades in the game for loot to load faster. It is the stupidest thing in my opinion. I get it, it's like techie themed and everything, and it's like, oh, you're scanning this person's backpack, loading loot. But like the higher the loot rarity is, the longer it takes to load. And it's so annoying. I just think it's stupid because in a game mode where you need to be playing quick and fast, and I mean, you have what, 25 minutes in a match? You are moving fast. These are extraction shooters. These are games where you got to go in and out and you got to move quickly or else you will be caught lacking and penalized. Let us move fast. Let us play at our pace. We should not be held back because you guys want to do this stupid load feature. It's dumb. Anyway, this game is really great. I do enjoy playing it, but there are just a lot of little things that I think they could change. You know, cough, cough, the aim assist. That's all I really want them to fix. Anyway, I'm going to cut this video here. There are more I want to talk about, but I'll probably end up making a part 2. So if you enjoyed the content and want to see more Marathon gameplay, I will be making some videos coming to this channel soon. So stick around. Also, I'll be uploading marathons to my TikTok, which I'll leave in the description below. And also, I have been streaming a lot of this game almost every single day at twitch.tv/itchdog, which will also be in the description. So if you want to stop by, say hello, and talk about some of the things you've heard in this video, please stop by and I welcome it. And please leave in the comments what your thoughts of the game so far, if you were able to play it or what you've seen about it. I would love to hear. Thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. If you enjoyed the content, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for notifications for whenever I upload. I hope to see you guys around, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day.